Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and today I'll be making a sheet load of cards. This is the August 2024 sheet load of cards designed by Call Me Crafty Al here on YouTube, and this is a fabulous resource. If you've never tried sheet load before, you definitely need to. Just go on over to Call Me Crafty Al's YouTube channel and watch her video that she puts out on the first of the month, and you can find out all the details about sheet load, how to get the free printable. It is free during the month that the sheet load is released. So every month, Alicia puts out a new sheet load, and for that entire month, you can have access to it 100% free. If you want to get access to the previous sheet loads, all you need to do is become a member of Alicia's channel, and you will have access to the archive of past sheet loads. Really fabulous. And she has it all really well organized too, so that it's easy to find if you're looking for a very specific sheet load. So what I have done here is I'm actually crafting with Digis. So what's really great about the sheet load, and it's a fabulous resource not only for the card sketch that you can put together, but Alicia shows you a cutting guide where you can efficiently cut down your solid color cardstock as well as pattern papers to have as little waste as possible and to maximize the number of cards that you can make following the sketch. So this month's sheet load, you will need 2 sheets of solid color cardstock in one color. In your second color of solid color cardstock, you'll need 1.5 sheets. Then in your pattern papers, you'll need 2 sheets of 12 by 12 pattern papers, each different from each other. And this will yield 8 US A2 size cards. So folded, these cards will measure 4.25 by 5.5. And so really, really fabulous. If you follow along with the guide, you'll be able to create 8 cards that are the same layout, but they're going to be a little bit mix matched a little bit, because you'll be able to kind of combine the 2 pattern papers in different ways. Now, if you don't tend to buy 12 by 12 pattern papers, feel free to use what you have. And today, what I wanted to use was digital papers. So the papers that I've chosen for my cards today, it is back to school month, so I decided to pick up the back to school scrap kit from Printable Cuttable Creatables. It's a fabulous bundle that comes with various different pattern papers. I chose 2 of them to work with today. As well, you'll be able to have access in that bundle to some SVG files that you can use as cut files if you want to layer up something like this, but this one, this Looking Sharp Digi, it's actually separate. That's not from the scrap pack. So that's the wonderful thing about Printable Cuttable Creatables, because there's a lot that you can get bundled, but if you don't want the full bundle, you can also pick up a lot of these things kind of a la carte. So I know the digital papers that are part of the back to school bundle, you can actually pick those up outside of the bundle too. So the bundle isn't the only way you can get a lot of fabulous digis, but they are really nice because it's almost like getting like a monthly subscription kit, only it's all digital. But it has a little bit of everything that you would need to create cards. So when I'm doing mass card making, like how these sheet loads have been designed, because it is the same layout for all 8 of your cards, what I like to do is I like to focus on one step at a time. And I'll do that one step for all 8 cards. And that way, I feel like I move a little bit faster that way, because when I'm doing the same step over and over again, at some point, I don't have to really think too much about what I'm doing. It's a little bit of muscle memory kind of kicks in, and that whole repetitive motion makes it go a little bit faster than maybe completing like one card start to finish at a time. Finishing one card and then moving on to the next card. I feel like I go a lot slower that way. Maybe it's just perception. Maybe it just feels slower, even though it would take the same amount of actual time. Who knows? I've never really timed myself. But that's definitely what I would recommend if you like to make cards on mass. And sheet loads are really fabulous for that. So if you like to make a lot of cards to sell at a craft fair, for example, or you like to make a lot of cards to give as gift sets or to donate to places like nursing homes or orphanages. I know hospitals also take card donations a lot of times. So if ever you're making a lot of cards, Sheetload is a really great resource for that, because it does show you how to efficiently, cut down your pattern papers and your solid color cardstock so that you actually make the most out of all of your cuts. And so once everything is cut, because you're doing the same layout card for all of them, it really flies. I mean, you can kind of see, I know I'm speeding up this video quite a bit. I think this video has been sped up maybe 3 times faster than my normal speed, but it does go pretty quickly. Like once I had everything cut, I think it only took half an hour to assemble everything. And so that's pretty quick. And the cutting goes fairly quickly too, because you just need to follow the cutting guide that Alicia has on the printable. So it's really, it can all go really quickly. And that can come in handy, especially during the holiday season. If you tend to make a lot of cards for the holidays, oh my gosh, this is going to be such a fabulous resource. And because Alicia puts out new sheet loads every month and the card layouts are different every month, what you can do between now and Christmas is check out Alicia's channel on the first of every month between now and Christmas. And that way you can get the brand new sheet load for that month. And then you have that whole month, you can make as many sets as you can. And then by Christmas time, especially if you make cards to sell at fairs and whatnot, you're going to be in such good shape. You're going to be in such good shape. So maybe consider doing that if you do need to make a lot of holiday cards. And the nice thing about this particular layout that I really like is I do like that Alicia has included dimensions for matte layers that go behind the pattern papers. I really love, I love mixing and matching, different pattern papers. And so I like that we're having the opportunity to showcase 2 different pattern papers. But I also really love the fact that you can mat them and you have all the dimensions and everything that you would need to do that. And that way each pattern paper is kind of framed in a way that really helps to showcase it and make it kind of the star of the card. So I really, really love that. And I think often that is the case with sheet loads, that it's, a couple of different pattern papers. Her layouts are always so fabulous. So really, really fun to craft. The other thing that I thought would be really good is even if you're not in need of, a lot of cards, for the holidays or to give out as gift sets, I also think sheet load would be really good. As I was making these in this sort of factory line methodology, I was thinking you could get all of your cards to this point. If you chose some pretty neutral pattern papers, you could get all of your cards to this point where all it needs is a sentiment, a focal image, a bit of ephemera, whatever have you. And you could just have a stack of these ready to go. And then when you need like a last minute card in a pinch, you can just get one of these out. They're basically 90% done. All you need to do is put on a sentiment. I mean, if you have some really like some of those really nice large sentiments with a shadow layer, maybe that's all you need is literally just a sentiment. But maybe you've got an ephemera pack that you can really quickly collage up a little something in the center here. But I feel like these would make for really good like emergency cards where if you just need to pop a card in the mail, or maybe you're headed out to meet with somebody and you just realized that maybe you forgot their birthday or something. It's one of those like in a pinch, just grab it, put something beautiful in the center, and boom, you're done. So I think that's another really good use for sheet load, because a lot of them are more focused on the layout and the use of solid color and pattern papers. And then whatever you put on top to finish your card and decorate it, that's totally up to you. So you could totally get this all of these cards to that point where all it needs is the sentiment and the focal image. So I've wrapped up my cards, and here are the two variations. So the nice thing about this is, this one's got the pencils on the background, and then the like in school when you had to practice handwriting. Do they even make you do that anymore? I feel like these days kids have laptops, they have tablets, and do they even teach like cursive and things like that? This pattern paper is such a throwback to school days. I just love it. I hope that you enjoyed my video today. I'll leave links to everything in the description box below. If you like to craft with digis, then you can check out the Printable Cuttable Creatables website. I do have a code that gets you a little bit of a discount. I'll leave that in the description box below too. You can pick up this looking sharp PNG. I think it's an SVG, and really great. So many ways to craft with it. You could cut out each layer and actually layer those up as cutouts, but I just printed it and I sent it through my scan and cut, and boom, I had some quick cards ready to go. Thanks again, and don't forget to pop on over to Call Me Crafty Al's channel and download this month's sheet load. Thanks again, and until next time, happy crafting and have a fabulous day. Bye.